Hello, hello, and welcome to the energy forecast for August of 2020. I'm so excited to be here, and thank you for having patience because I know you probably wanted to know on the first of the month, and waiting till the first Monday can sometimes be hard. I know that. But thank you for being here. Whether you're catching this live or on the replay, this energy forecast is for everybody as a member of this group on the page, wherever you're finding this video. Hello, Alan, nice to see you. So if you're catching this live or on the replay, do say hello. Let me know you're here so that I can answer any questions that you might have around what it is that I'm sharing with you, how to leverage this information, all of those pieces. Eugenia, I'm actually not pulling cards for this forecast. So this is just going to be a collective reading. I find that it's a little bit too much to do card pulls for everybody here. So this is just going to be a collective reading that I will share, and it does include all of the month of August. So this isn't just a weekly forecast. Hello, Vicky. Thank you for joining me. Say hello as you're popping in. Let me know you're here. And without further ado, let's dive in because August has me very, very excited. I am so looking forward to this energy, but there's a few things that I just want you to be aware of and pay attention to because there are some potential for some bumpy bits along the way. This full moon being one of them. Although a couple of people that I've talked to so far, it doesn't seem to be that way. So that's good. All right. So let's start off first and foremost with the numerological energy of August itself. So we've come out of July, which was a 2 energy, and we've landed into August of the 3. The 3, good morning, Beth. Hello. No problem, Eugenia. The energy of the 3 is one of amplification, collaboration, excitement, playfulness, experimentation, all of those beautiful things. It is that energy where we come together with others and create magic. The 3 is magical. But the 3 is designed to do it in a way that is easy. Now, what's happening on the planet right now is things are rising to the surface to be cleared. We've noticed that with COVID and all of the other things going on in the world, the murder hornets, you know. So as this stuff is rising to the surface, the 3 is going to amplify that even further. Collectively, as a planet, we have moved into Saturn energy, which means that things are going to get a little bumpier before they get easier. Now, I do not say this to scare anybody. Please do not be afraid. There is nothing to be afraid of. There is nothing wrong. In order to be aware of things that aren't working, they need to rise to the surface so that we can be aware of them and clear them. That is all. The polarities on the planet are starting to show themselves in a very big way. So what I would love for you to focus on this month is your own energetic state and nobody else's. Bring it back to self, which was what all July was about, bringing it back to yourself and that connection that you have with your higher self. August is now that amplification of energy. Now, the 3 can amplify doubt, insecurity, chaos. It can amplify all of that. So we're likely going to see that in mainstream media. We're going to see that in the news. We're going to see that in things that are occurring on the planet, in politics, in our healthcare system, in our educational system. Shit's going to go south, okay? But that doesn't mean it needs to go south for you. You get to choose in every way, in every shape. Your experience is directly related to the thoughts you choose to think. So this is the point I'm trying to make. Susan, hello. Kath, Helen, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. So I really want you to pay attention to your own thoughts and your own emotional being for the month of August. If you notice that you are caught up in insecurity, doubt, fear, scarcity, lack, competition, if you find yourself caught in any of that, stop, drop, and roll. No kidding. Stop what you're doing. The moment you notice it, stop. Interrupt it Go for a walk, go meditate, go spend some time in nature, go play with the dog, dance around the living room, punch a pillow. I don't care what you got to do, but interrupt it. Practice forgiveness. If you don't know how to do that, please reach out, because there are many of us teachers in this community that can help you with that. Practice forgiveness so that your physical body is capable of creating flow. Practicing forgiveness is not about letting the other person off the hook. They will have their circumstances to deal with. They will have their consequences. Practicing forgiveness is about releasing the toxic buildup in your physical body that you are holding on to. It is literally toxic energy. If you carry resentment, doubt, insecurity, any of that, it requires forgiveness. From there, you can then amplify the collaborative energy that we've landed into in August. Amplify the celebration of abundance. Amplify this raising of the consciousness that we're all experiencing on this planet. Amplify it and celebrate it and express gratitude for all the amazingness that is happening in your world, because you're choosing to think different thoughts. Now, we have the full moon happened. Well, for those of you in Australia, it happened yesterday, but we are still in the energy of the full moon, in the 6 energy. For those of you in Australia, you're in the 7. But that full moon is really about clearing out. And as we go through the rest of this week, you may find that it's a bit of an emotional week. That's okay. There's nothing wrong. Let those emotions flow. If you need to cry, cry. Let it out. Better out than in, I always say. So let it out. Don't hold on to it. It is okay to cry. It is okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel depressed. Just don't stay there. But feel it. Give yourself permission to feel it, and then let it go. All right. Then we land into a new moon on the 18th in a 3 energy. What I've just been spending this whole time talking about the 3 and the amplification. So this month, we've spent the last couple of months getting very clear about who we are, what we want, how we show up in the world, why we want what we want. Amplify that sucker on that new moon. Just imagine it to be true. Feel into your body what it feels like to already have that thing that you want, whatever it is. Imagine it to already be true and celebrate it as if it is already here. Leverage that new moon energy in that 3 to amplify your desires out into the world. This is a month of amplification. You can amplify negativity, or you can amplify bliss and gratitude and peace and love and joy and all of those things. What do you choose? Because that is your superpower as a human being, the ability to choose what you are focused on. Give yourself permission to feel those perceived negative emotions for 15 minutes and then shift. That's your superpower. If you don't know how to do that, reach out. I can support you with that. All right. So this month, we have a focus of a lot of ideas, a lot of mental activity. The brain, the mind is going to be flying a million miles a minute. And I've already noticed that this month. I was up pretty much all night thinking, dreaming, considering. The mind was going wild, okay? So be okay with that. The mind isn't meant to be separate from our being. The mind is meant to be connected and in collaboration with all of the parts of us. So if you think about how the heart wants and desires something, and when the mind gets on board to figure out all the ways to make that happen, then we have congruence. We have cohesiveness between the heart and the mind and the higher self. But if the heart desires something and the mind goes, oh, you can't do that. Well, who are you to think you could do that? And your brain comes up with all the ways and the excuses as to why you can't do it, then you have dissonance. It doesn't mean anything's wrong. It just means that you're out of alignment, and it requires a little bit of calibration to bring yourself back into alignment. So if you notice this month that Your heart wants something and your mind is going a million miles a minute trying to figure out how it won't work. That's an opportunity to practice forgiveness and to bring your mind back on board. If you have a desire in your heart and your mind is considering all of the ways to make it happen, keep an ideas journal and write down all of those ideas because you're going to have a lot. All right. Our action and result for this month is the 10 of Diamonds and Jack of Spades. This is really about learning to receive prosperity and abundance and sacred wealth without actually having to do anything. The 10 of Diamonds is asking you to look at the way the universe works in a different way. It's asking you to start thinking like the universe, start thinking like the quantum field. Really feel into what does it feel like to be wealthy? Now, we've been trained as a society to believe that wealth means millions of dollars, that wealth means the Ferraris and the yachts and all of the other things. And for some, it does. But when I consider what wealth feels like to me, it means spending time with my family in the backyard, even though it's 40 degrees Celsius, and sitting in front of the misting fan and sharing a laugh. For me, wealth means being able to go out to a restaurant with my boyfriend and order whatever's on the menu without worrying about how much it costs. To me, wealth is driving down the road in my Jeep with the windows rolled down and the tunes cranked and the wind blowing through my hair. To me, wealth is the collaboration and partnership that I'm developing with numerous different entrepreneurs to create a redistribution of wealth on the planet so that everyone has access to it and not just the elite. What does wealth mean to you? And are you open to receiving it? That's the second piece. Receiving wealth isn't easy for a lot of people because we have spent so much time in service to other people. Those of you who have a job and may not be entrepreneurs, that's how we do it. We go to work, we work a 9 to 5 in order to make someone else wealthy. It is ingrained into our minds, into our hearts as a society that we are meant to be of service to others first and to put ourselves last. And I say, stop doing that. Even if you have a job and you're not an entrepreneur, there are ways for you to feel into wealth and still go to your job and be grateful for your job and do the work and make your boss happy. It is all a feeling state. It is not an actual physical thing. You can have no money in your bank account. You can be in hundreds and thousands of dollars of debt and still feel wealthy when you put yourself first. And for those of you who think it's selfish, reach out to me. We'll talk. It is not. The environment that we are playing in this month, Libby, you're going to like this, is the Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades is about transformation and rebirth. This month has been, the energy of this month has been building for some time now. And everything is about to shift. We are about to see new solutions to old problems. We are about to see the world shift in ways that we never thought possible. We are about to see the tearing down of the regime. We are about to see a rebirth. This is making me cry. This is so freaking beautiful. I cannot express in words how incredible this energy is for us as humanity. As human beings on this planet, we have never seen energy like this before. And we have the ability to leverage that for ourselves right now by focusing on what you want, why you want it, and taking action towards it in a way that is easy. This will not be hard. It does not have to be hard. Lean into the unknown, trust the unknown, and amplify that sucker. It's going to be so good, so good. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. If you have any questions about this forecast, if anything is rising up for you that you would like to discuss, please, 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 please reach out. You do not need to do this alone. I am here to support you, and all of the teachers in the HEC are here to support you in any way that you need. Ask for help. We're here for you. I love you. I believe in you, and I see your power. Have an amazing month. Mwah. Bye for now.